HG roasts Doria Ragland. Hello, I'm HG Tudor, the unparalleled chronicler of narcissistic depravity. And now I'm upping the heat. It's time to roast one Doria Ragland, that figure lurking in the shadows of Monty Shitshow's overpriced olive groves, the self-proclaimed yogi social worker, mother of the moment, who has somehow managed to slither her way into the periphery of royal farce without ever truly earning her spot. Sounds just like her daughter, really. You see, Doria is not merely a footnote in the tedious saga of her daughter this one's wife's endless quest for relevance. Oh, no. She is also involved in the art of manipulation, a walking contradiction wrapped in a nose ring and a haze of patchouli oil. Today I turn the Tudor blowtorch upon her, exposing her hypocrisy, her inherent unpleasantness, and that lingering whiff of a reputation stained by whispers of drug-fueled escapades. We'll delve into her so-called relationship with this one's wife, marked more by absences than appearances, and indulge in some speculation about where, oh where, this elusive creature vanished to during those pivotal years. Unless we'll forget, I'll illuminate just how she utilizes this one's wife, using her like a court jester, auditioning for a lifetime supply of organic kale smoothies. Let's begin with the basics. Doria Lois Ragland, born in the remarkable confines of Cleveland, Ohio in 1956 to a nurse and an antiques dealer, a pedigree that screams flea market royalty if there ever was one. She toddled off to Los Angeles as a babe, parents divorcing like so many Hollywood scripts gone awry, and proceeded to carve out a life that reads like a patchwork quilt of half-hearted pursuits. Makeup artist on General Hospital? Check. Travel agent with a penchant for bankruptcy filings? Absolutely. And then the pièce de résistance, a late-blooming career as a social worker and yoga instructor, complete with a master's from USC in 2011 and a license to therapize the geriatric set. How noble, how altruistic, or so she'd have us believe. But peel back the layers and what do we find? A woman whose professed dedication to nurturing and caregiving clashes spectacularly with her track record as a parent. Hypocrisy. Thy name is Doria. Picture this. Young this one's wife, that wide-eyed ingenue, destined for cable TV obscurity before her princely upgrade. Born to Doria and Thomas Markle Sr. The marriage crumbles by 1987 when this one's wife is a mere 6 years of age and custody arrangements ensue. But here's where the plot thickens like overcooked quinoa. Reports from various corners, including the ever-reliable echo chambers of Reddit and Quora, paint Doria as vanishing from her daughter's life for stretches that could rival a magician's disappearing act. Thomas, in interviews, has alluded to a 13-year absence, coyly claiming he can't say why for legal reasons. Oh, such intrigue. Biographer Tom Bauer, that barrister turned exposer of royal grifters, hints in his tome that Doria was missing in action for a decade or more, bumming around at festivals, puffing on joints with her free-spirited cronies, while Thomas was left to foot the bills for this one's wife's posh education at Immaculate Heart and Northwestern. This one's wife herself, in her Netflix confessional, that 6-hour pity party disguised as a documentary, splits her childhood weekends between parents. But the timelines don't quite add up. Doria, the social worker who preaches sensitivity to the vulnerable, apparently couldn't even be bothered to show up for school plays, attending just one. How's that for maternal devotion? It's like lecturing on empathy while ghosting your own offspring. And the unpleasantness? Oh, it seeps through like sweat in a hot yoga class. Doria presents as this graceful silver-nosed ring beacon of calm, free-spirited as this one's wife gushed in old Tig posts, a lover of Al Green and potato chips. But scratch the surface, and you uncover a woman whose interactions reek of detachment. In a Netflix series, she admits regretting not preparing This One's Wife for racial prejudice, whining about paparazzi stalking her post-royal romance reveal. "I felt unsafe," she bleats, as if dodging photographers is akin to actual hardship. Yet, where was this protective instinct during This One's Wife's formative years? Absent. Completely absent. Sources whisper of her as a meddling mother-in-law in Monty Shit Show, inserting herself into Harry and This One's Wife's orbit only when the spotlight beckons, then running back off to LA because she couldn't stomach her daughter's constant moaning and drama. Doria packed her bags after 18 months of playing nanny, exhausted by the demands and emotional voids. Unpleasant, try opportunistic. She's the type who tears up at weddings, as she did at St. George's Chapel, the sole family representative amid 600 strangers, but then vanishes when the real work of parenting calls. Now, let's address the elephant in the downward dog pose. This One's Wife's mother, Doria's, reputed dalliances with drugs. The rumours swirl like smoke from a poorly ventilated bong. Allegations of dealing, using, even a prison stint for tax evasion tied to a travel agency flop. There's claims of a 4 to 5 year sentence, bankruptcy in 2002 among credit card debts of £42,900, and Thomas's cryptic nods to her being a drug dealer. Videos scream, "Harry, beware, Doria and Drugs," while Reddit sleuths piece together purged court files from Riverside County, felony charges in 2000 that mysteriously vanished. Is it all racist fabrication, as her defenders cry? Well, the silence is deafening. No lawsuits from Doria, no vehement denials, just the serene yoga facade. A social worker, aiding the mentally frail, yet allegedly entangled in substances that shatter lives. If true, it's like a vegan secretly running a butcher's shop, and the unpleasantness amplifies. Imagine the awkward family dinners, Harry pondering if his mother-in-law's free spirit involved more than just chakras. But, well, what about the relationship with This One's Wife? Or should I say more accurately, the intermittent maternal mirage? Doria calls her Flower, a cloyingly sweet nickname that masks the gaps. This One's Wife waxes poetic in essays about kitchen bonding over gumbo and herbs, yet biographies reveal Doria's primary custody lasted until This One's Wife was 9, after which Thomas took the reins as Doria jetted off as a flight attendant, or so the story goes. Absent for adolescence, she re-emerges post-Suits fame, accompanying This One's Wife to events, teary at the wedding, jetting to the UK for Archie's christening. Close, sure, when it's convenient. In 2020, she moves into Monty Shit Show, CEO of Loving Kindness Senior Care, how aptly named for a granny nanny gig, helping with Archie and Lilibet. By 2025, she's out, citing exhaustion from This One's Wife's whims. "Don't abandon me," This One's Wife reportedly begged, luggage in hand. But Doria wasn't listening. The hypocrisy, preaching family bonds while dipping in and out like a fair-weather yogi. Unpleasant? Absolutely. It's emotional whiplash disguised as support. Where did Doria disappear to during those last years? Witty theories abound, for what else is a roast without a dash of imaginative skewering? Perhaps she was off on a spiritual retreat in some ashram, but really it was a stint in the clink for alleged tax-dodging drug ring. Picture it. Doria, dreadlocks and all, as This One's Wife once described her, trading downward dogs for prison yard push-ups, emerging reformed with an MSW to counsel the very soul she might have indirectly harmed. Or maybe she vanished into the festival circuit. Burning Man beckoned, a haze of psychedelics and bad decisions, leaving This One's Wife to Thomas's lighting rigs and lottery wins. Legal reasons, Thomas says. Perhaps a gag order from a plea deal, or rehab stints that couldn't be aired lest it tarnish the family brand. What about Doria in a witness protection program for antique dealers gone rogue, peddling flea market finds laced with something extra? Or maybe she was abducted by aliens, probing for the secrets of perfect gumbo, returning just in time for royal tea. But seriously, her absence reeks of self-prioritization over motherhood, exemplifying her narcissism. And now her crowning glory. Doria fawns over This One's Wife with the enthusiasm of fan club president on steroids. In the 2025 NYT profile defending This One's Wife's Le Creuset pots amid backlash, "Everyone is coming in hot these days," she quips. 7 words of sycophantic solidarity. Rolling eyes at critics, taste-testing puddings named after Lilibet, rummaging in the double-wide fridge like a devoted sidekick. She moved to Monte Shitshow to help, but it's clear it was simply to bask in the glow, only bolting when the drama overheated. In the Netflix doc, she gushes over Harry as the one, manners and all, positioning herself as the wise matriarch. But it's ass-kissing par excellence, aligning with this one's wife's narrative, regretting the race talk only in hindsight, all the while profiting from proximity. Take her bankruptcy, filing in 2002, debts piling up, as this one's wife scraped by in acting gigs. Yet Doria emerges with a degree and a clinic job. How? Did drug profits fund the pivot? Or was it a bailout on the quiet from Thomas? It's like declaring financial ruin, then opening a luxury spa, enlightened insolvency yoga. Or what about her yoga career, preaching inner peace while allegedly dodging child support? Calming the elderly, but abandoning the young. After posing with Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's mum no less, she buggers off, leaving Harry and this one's wife to hire PR fixers amid the staff exoduses. What about her ancestry claims? She maintains she descended from slaves, 43% Nigerian as per this one's wife's genealogy test. Noble, yet she regrets not discussing race with her mixed-race daughter. Hypocrisy? Indeed. Raising this one's wife in a colourblind bubble, then decrying the world's views in documentaries. It smacks of retroactive virtue signalling, kissing up to the woke crowd post-royal it. Her persona, graceful in jeans and t-shirts per NYT, but files allegedly show Doria and this one's wife scheming pre-wedding, perhaps expunging records to polish the image. She's there aiding the grift, then defending the cookware scandals. Could you imagine her saying, "Flour, those pots are worth the hate. They're non-stick, just like your PR spins." Ultimately, Doria Ragland is a tapestry of contradictions. Hypocritical natura, unpleasant ghoster, reputed drug dabbler, supreme supporter of this one's wife, only when it suits her. Her bond with her daughter a convenient revival, absences speculated at prison, or pot-fueled wanderlust. She's a comedy of errors, so it's little wonder that it is the case that this one's wife behaves in such a similar way to her. But her self-absorption and her detachment merit a good old roasting to highlight her hypocrisy, her unpleasantness, and, of course, the earned reputations for being someone that was the creator of the dubious behaviours that we now see with this one's wife. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.